Yeah.
Or saying Woody.
It's past. But dude, so when I had my Tacoma's a smaller truck. I thought I was good at driving. I was like, I'm a good driver. I do everything I aspire to do. I'm not claiming to be a race car driver, but if I want the truck here, that's where it goes. Then I got a full size truck. Now, I just warn people, like, buckle up. I'm not very good at this. This is gonna be a problem. And thank God it has these like aerial cameras where if you're going slow, you get this like bird's eye view of what's happening. And that helps a ton. But I'm better now than I was 2 years ago, but it is a struggle. I don't always get it first time.
I think as vehicles have changed, they do need to change class of license. Like if you don't know how to drive something bigger than a car, you shouldn't be allowed to drive something bigger than a car. Because I see people all the time who have no idea how fucking wide their truck is, and they're in 2 lanes, or they're parking across 3 spots, or like all this shit because they just don't understand how big their car is.
The more
like,
spots
you shouldn't be able.
That one bugs me because so I'll pull in and I might be on the line or straddling it, but here's the trick.
Yeah,
they let you fix it, right? You can take a second swipe at it if you want. I'll pull in and I'll be like, yeah, that one was kind of a 2 out of 10.
State law. One spot, one try. State law.
Yeah, no, you'll never find me parked badly, but you won't know that was the 4th try.
Did I ever tell you guys? I actually think that you can tell a lot about a person by how much they're willing to fix a bad parking job. Like you can tell if someone's a decent human being because we all make that mistake. Every one of us, pulls into a spot with, it could be like a street spot where there's, room for 2 cars. You're too far from the driveway, whatever it is. Like there's a million different ways to do that. But not fixing it is the shit part. And so I was, it was around the holidays, and I had to go to a mall. I fucking hate going to a mall around the holidays. It's the worst. But there were no spots, and we're driving around. And I see there's one spot, and this guy is parked as if he aimed for the middle line, like for the line in between to go in, like under his car. And I was really, really pissed. I'm waiting a while. Finally, another spot opens up. Pull in. This is when I was still married. And so I was like, I'm going to leave a note. And my ex was like, you don't really need to leave a note. I'm like, I'm just pissed. I'm going to write something nasty. I want to leave a note. And so I look in her glove box, and she has the envelope from a parking ticket that she had gotten for an expired meter. And so I took that and I wrote the note on that and put it under his windshield. And it said, I hope this momentary panic that this gave you reminds you there are other people in the world. Do a better job next time, asshole. And I was so happy with it. Just the idea of that guy thinking he had a ticket in a fucking parking garage in a mall.
How afraid were you when you were putting it under the windshield wiper, though?
So scared. You have no fucking idea. I was terrified. I was shit.
You're like, and she's watching too. This could go downhill real quick.
Like, can you block me as much as possible?
I've got a story about. So when I worked at Cisco, there was a guy who did that every day. Now, my personal take on straddling spots is it's okay so long as you're not taking the prime real estate. If maybe you have a nice car, a new car, something that means a lot to you, so you park in the back and you take 2 spots so no one parks next to you. Knock yourself out. You're gonna walk an extra 30 feet, but if it makes you feel better about your car not getting dinged, then cool. But that's not what this guy would do. He would come in and take the best spots available, and he would take 2 of them. And I don't know, angry young Woody would see this every day and just get angrier and angrier and angrier. So I Googled for ideas, and the best one I saw was to start putting bird seed around the person's car and on the person's car so that birds would shit on the car and loiter around the car and eventually train birds to just like hang out on this person's car. And I'm like, I wholeheartedly approve of this idea. I even bought the bird seed. Now, I may have done it once or twice, but he stopped. He actually didn't stop taking 2 spots, but he started moving. But yeah, I was totally prepared to birdseed this fucker every day until the birds thought his car was the hangout spot. Like a statue.
By the way, Angry Young Woody is a great name for a band. That is an excellent band.
Ooh, I hadn't even thought of that angle on it. But yeah.